What's going on, everybody? Wow, we hope everybody is doing good. Welcome back. We are back to another episode of the Queen Candy Podcast on our Sunday Positivity Talk. Yeah, it's been a crazy last couple weeks. We always like to be straightforward. Y'all know how we do. Just transitioning with jobs and living situation, and our schedule has been completely changed. It's been crazy, but like we always say, Allah's the greatest. And we are back. Think a couple of weeks, we had to do a couple repeats, and kind of miss things here and there, but y'all know it's never on purpose. If y'all never see us do a show, or life happens, um we're gonna be back. We're gonna be back regardless. And like we said, we back to doing our live stream. We're gonna do the pre-record, so on and so forth. But like we said, no matter what, we're gonna stick to and keep ourselves, disciplined with everything that's been going on. Life is gonna be a constant change. Things are always gonna be happening. But the whole point of it is that no matter what, we don't care what we have to do. You never ever quit. You never give up. And we have a lot of things coming that's gonna change our life. And a lot of things that's been going on previous, that have changed it too. Like we said, we lost our job and everything with our husband as well. But you know, like we said, all praises be to Allah for Honorable Elijah Muhammad. We found another avenue. He made another avenue, and now we able to work on our time. Whenever we want, stop, all that. So it's crazy, how things work themselves out. And it's nothing that he did or we did, none of that. Um, it worked itself out. It was all off, and like we said, we back. We not stopping nothing. We understand, and we had to understand this, things will happen. Life can be hard, but it can also be beautiful. It can also be heaven or hell, however you want to make it or create it, here on earth. And that's it. It's not up to nobody else. As we've said so many times on this show, it's really, up to you. So our whole thing is, no matter what happens, no matter what hardship or anything that comes in your life, you face it like you're supposed to, not how the world expects you to, and not how other people who haven't or don't even have the balls to go through anything that you've gone through. You know, through everything. It's funny because we see who really, has our back, and who really is here to support, not just through making money and just being there because they want to be, or because they actually do love and care about you, and not just, as we always say, trying to, benefit off whatever it is that you're doing. Nobody deserves that, period. We always, and we know y'all have, we have, our husband has, whomever, have come across people like that in our life. We can't honestly say, for ourselves or anybody we've ever met, like they have a lot of people that care about them, or love them, or anything in that matter. But the people that you do have, and if you have them, like we said, that's wonderful, that's beautiful. But make sure you always keep the right people, around you at all times. Most importantly, the biggest battle that we all have is within ourselves. And we just saying everything to say, like, the past couple weeks have been a change for us. And we have that battle. You have that fight within yourself to, be righteous or unrighteous, to do better or keep doing the same BS that I've been doing. That's the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over, and you think it's going to turn out different. And we've been there, so trust us, we know. We felt stupid. We was hard on ourselves. It was unbelievable because you see the red flags with anything, and like, I should be doing better, or I know better. And we still have that weakness, the lower part of who you really are and who you're supposed to be, and we let that part take over. And people think it's so hard to be righteous and do the right thing, but it's really not. It's really not. We make it hard, and like we said, this past couple weeks have been hard. It's always it's crazy because, like, when we make a schedule or whatever, we think it be like crazy or unfair, whatever. Just like, I just got situated, I got my schedule, and now my work schedule finna change. So now I gotta change again. I gotta do this at a different time, do that at a different time. But we just said to ourselves, you know what? Just roll with it. Just roll with it. If you have to do it at a different time, it's your show, it's your life. You doing it. You ain't got to answer to nobody. We have certain times that we do stuff, and now we gotta change it. It is what it is. But as long as we don't stop, any of that, we all good. And like we said, this past couple weeks, we had to adjust to a lot of things and figure out our schedule, get our life and everything situated. But we still, made sure, that we wasn't going nowhere. And, that's what it is. We don't owe anybody an explanation. We get so tired of that. People feel like we owe them this, or they don't want to see us or talk to us. Okay. We believe that in Islam. Treat others how you want to be treated. That's it. I don't owe you nothing. Who are you? Why are you so important that we're supposed to bend and bend over backwards, however you want to put it for you? Why are you that important? Who told you that? This fake fantasy world we living in. That's who. And you're cool, because that's whose world we're really living in. And if y'all don't know who he is, he's a big-headed scientist. Look him up. We can promise you, you're gonna find him. But aside from all that, you know, we really think we that important and that valuable to this world. And if you're not doing anything to help your people, if you're just about making money and being seen and being recognized, you're already failing. You missed the whole point of being on a platform or just being a leader, period. You're missing the whole point. It's not just about you. And that's the biggest issue. We still made our business to help whomever. We know, and we always say the money is going to come, but the biggest thing for us is to help our people. Wake them up to the truth and the realization of who they really are, not who this world has them programmed to be, or blind, deaf, and dumb, let alone brainwashed. But when you get old enough, it's a choice at that point. If you still choose to accept unrighteousness, you might as well be a walking corpse. You might as well already be dead. Take it however you want to take it. But, our main thing is we not that we bragging, period. But we just like to let y'all know, for the ones that are watching, we had to go through it. We still going through it. Things have gotten better. They always change. They always elevate in a positive way. Um, and it's gonna keep doing it. It's gonna keep doing it. And we know bigger and better things are to come. When you're going through when you're going through it, man, we can only tell y'all like it's our faith and our belief in Allah that keep us going. And of course, our husband, he definitely is third on that list. And he understands because he tells us the same thing. So, it's a little inside thing that we can only give you if you want to be taught. But it was all that. We had our questions. We had our doubts. All that. Like, why? This is not making no sense. This is crazy. Why me? Why us? But why not? As we always say. um, because you were meant for it. We've always believed, and we said this before, everything happens for a reason. We've never really believed that it was just an accident or a coincidence. We've never believed any of that. Um, we were chosen, and so were we to go through all the hell, the heartache, every single emotion you can go through. Like, we've gone through it, still going through it. But, we're getting rid of it because it's not going to help us do the task at hand. And that is to be a leader. We will eventually break down to y'all what that means under Islam. So keep it locked for that. But there is a lot behind what we're saying. We're just kind of giving y'all the blueprint, if you will, and the basic understanding. Like, you have to be a leader. It's not just about making money. It's not just about your own little petty childish feelings that you feel the world's supposed to honor you and respect you. That is some BS.com. Get out of our face with that. You know, we not ever saying we got a clean past, but come on now. We're not finna sit here and tell people, be a hypocrite or a backbiter, backstabber, none of that. You know, we got sick and tired. Like, and that's one of the things that push us and motivate us. Yes, one of the things is people waiting for us to fail. Yes, we said it. Not that we have to prove it, but we're going to do everything in our power to make sure it doesn't happen. And we hope that makes sense. When people doubt us or don't think we can do something or accomplish anything, it just pushes us even harder. Like, okay, so you think I'm going to screw up in the failure and all that? And maybe we are. We've all failed. We've all screwed up. What? Just saying. We've all been through that. But what separates us from the weak people is, like we just said, like not giving up. I don't care what happens. We don't care what happens. None of that. You can talk all you want. Do your worst, as we like to say. Do whatever you feel like. If it's gonna give you validation, it's gonna make you feel good. Uh, you feel like you won. Whatever. Do whatever you need to do. But no matter what you do, or what you say, or who you try to pin against us, we're gonna keep going because the main fact is we believe in ourselves. We finally believe in ourselves after all the pain, after everything, the doubt. That's something we refuse to have anymore. We just refuse. We are not going to give you that power. And like we said, it's not about proving anybody wrong, but we just know we have it in us. Everybody doesn't. And that's what separates us from, like we said, the weak people that talk all this noise, but, they don't want to put in any effort to do better or to be better. Don't even want to be around you because you so fly, you so cool, and you're doing it, and they're not. Jealousy and envy, and our people, like, they will never ever admit it. It's always the world they're the problem, and we have to kind of step back and be like, you know what, I might be a little toxic too. It might be something wrong with me. It's not belittling nobody or making you feel like you're not a good enough person or a bad person. Nobody is perfect, but you have to not be so emotional and be on defense mode like you're being attacked. Sometimes people tell you stuff sometimes to like really help you, and we as black people, we don't want to hear that. We just don't. um and they ain't got nothing to do with the other person. If you can't take that constructive criticism, it's not always them. It's something wrong with you. And that's just saying, we've gone through all that. We go through it. You know, we just keep it real. We go through it. But we have to check ourselves after everything we've been through. We done survived and all the slander and people throwing dirt on our slave name and just all that. And even our righteous name, they do that now. A lot of people don't even deal with us because we want to change our life. We self-improving. That doesn't depend on y'all. It depends on us, our self-improvement. And people are so jealous and envious and so weak and full of emotion that they can't even, congratulate you. We don't want to be around you. We just don't want to be around you. You can't be happy for us. You can't love us. You can't support us. We told our husband this, so it's not something he doesn't already know. But just to be real, it's self improvement. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. You don't have to like it. And that's the ironic thing that we thought that people had to like it and approve of it. Otherwise, like we just wouldn't do it. Bull, you don't have to like it. We're gonna keep improving. And it's not even us that's really doing it. We just reclaimed our own, woke up and accepted the truth. So we in the passenger seat. Allah is controlling everything. He's in the driver's seat. So even with our questions and doubts and whatever, we already made up in our mind, it's not going to be a change, period, at all. You don't have to like it. Don't have to be happy. That definitely got nothing to do with us. We are, and we deserve it. After everything we've been through, we deserve it. And that's what we're going to keep continuing to do, making ourselves better, self improving, whole 9 yards. If you love us, you happy for us, cool. If not, they ain't got nothing to do with us at all. So what we finna do, y'all, is we gonna take a real quick commercial break. Play one of our wonderful tracks for y'all, and we will be back on the Queen Candy Podcast. We just doing random thoughts this Sunday because we know we've been absent for a minute, but we're gonna come back after this little break and we're gonna talk some more. So we will be back, y'all. Okay, y'all, and just like that, we are back on the Queen Candy Podcast on another edition of our Sunday Positivity Talk. So, like we said, y'all, before we went into the break, we were just having some random thoughts. Past couple weeks, hello, past couple weeks, have been adjusting to a new schedule. New work schedule. Adjusting the stuff mentally, physically, emotionally, whole 9 yards. And our whole thing with that is, we are on our own little path and journey to, self improvement and being better than the person we were before because we didn't like her. We didn't like her at all. But a lot of people don't even want to take those steps to self improve, but we want to blame the world for where we end up or the things that we go through, whole 9 yards. Um, but that's why it starts with the word self, self improvement, self love, self esteem. All starts with yourself. Um, that's why really loving yourself, controlling the right person within you, not the evil, the righteous, being better, elevating, growing. It starts within yourself. We always have this habit, especially as women, we love and take care of everybody around us, and we take care of ourselves last. And there's nothing wrong with that. Thank you. There's nothing wrong with that. But we cannot under any circumstance like put ourselves last. We've learned this being a wife in the past, being a mother, a sister, a daughter, every role we done been in, any situation we done been in. One thing we can say about ourselves is we always took care of everybody else around us and always like had a bad habit of putting ourselves last. For some strange reason, we felt like doing that we were being selfish. Um, and the only person we were thinking about was ourselves. But we realized and found out the hard way that we were dead wrong. As long as you're not being selfish, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you taking care of yourself. We could care less if you got to take a break um, mentally and just be by yourself. Um, that's what you need to do. And the people that don't care about you, don't give a damn about you, they don't even want to see you happy. Of course, they're going to be the ones to call themselves um, or you selfish. Um, because they're not willing to even step up and look at themselves. Because let's be honest, we all toxic. We all are, whether we mean to or not. Um, whether it be from your childhood, some traumatic that done happen. Um, we don't know y'all story personally, but we know everybody has been through something. Um, Women, we always do that. And even if we do something nice or just treat ourselves, it's got to be some kind of history behind it. We always feel like we being selfish. And when we made like the decision to leave Florida because so many reasons. It's a long story, but basically we were in a bad spot at that time. Um, and wind up going to Georgia, and now we here up north. Um, we've been treated like that, and for a minute, a little brief little minute, we actually thought we were being selfish. We thought that we were the worst mom in the world, the worst daughter, the worst sister, the worst auntie, baby mama, however you want to put it. And we was just like, enough is enough. Why in the world you gonna keep beating yourself up like that when you know you self-improving? When you know like you sick and tired of being sick and tired and doing the same things over and over. It's not gonna change. And we know nobody else that we know has even done this, but we realize it's the little girl we were. We're not even gonna say grown woman. The little girl that we were, like, it's we were gonna wind up dead. Just being honest. And we cared for so many years. We're in our 30s now. We cared for so many years what people thought or was worried about what they was gonna do to us or to our kids or whatever. But now we just like we don't care anymore. And this is what we'll say, y'all stop caring so much about what people that aren't doing nothing for you, that don't even do something simple that's called to see if you good, to see if you okay, that can't even support something small that you do. Do y'all know how many avenues we got going on right now that people don't support? I'm just saying. But it doesn't stop us. It never will. It's gonna sound like a little cliche or whatever, but we do believe in ourselves. We do love ourselves. And we're not giving up. We wouldn't know how anyway, because it's always been us to be a fighter. We've been fighting as long as we can remember. Um, but one thing we can say, whether we succeeded or failed, we did not give up, and we never will. It's just some inside us we don't know that just drives us and pushes us to be better. Self motivation, if that's what you want to call it. Um, and just believing, having faith. Um, we just got tired. Oh man, we gonna say this and we about to close out. We just got tired. You know, we can't keep worrying about that. Do y'all know how much stress that is? And stress is it can kill you for real. For those that don't believe that, you ain't never seen nobody spaz out and act all irate and control and they drop dead right in front of you. That's because they've been doing that for so long. Your heart, when we get upset, for those that don't know this, when we get upset or we get stressed out and we arguing, fussing and fighting all the time, every day, your heart has to work twice as fast to pump blood through your body because you doing it to yourself. You're getting yourself all worked up. So that's one of the things that helped us stop just dealing with people, period. Because we used to do that. It's a wonder, like, we ain't winded up in no hospital bed. You know, Allah's the greatest for that. But we just like, it's a wonder we didn't wind up in no hospital bed. For real. Like, on the verge of death. You know, we had to really learn. Love us or hate us, whatever. You know, we actually are happy and yeah, we deserve it. You know, we're doing better and we deserve it. We don't work for it, we don't sacrifice for it, we don't lost for it. We deserve it. That's it, that's all. So we just gonna say this to y'all and we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Yeah, like we said, having to adjust and make changes, that's gonna be constant in life. With what we've gone through and we done survived, we just say this to y'all, don't ever quit. Don't let nobody tell you who you are or what you can or cannot do. You don't need their permission. If the people you surrounded by can't support the smallest thing that you do or anything, or can't even say nothing positive, get rid of them because they're going to drain you. We know this from experience. They're going to drain you every single time. And unfortunately, a lot of us don't realize it until it's too late, which, as long as you're breathing and you have a pulse and you're alive, it's really never too late. Now, you still hearing, you breathing, and you saying stuff like that, you pretty much done already gave up. We just made up in our mind we're not gonna let anybody control, dictate, manipulate, intimidate, none of that no more. Um, we're gonna keep going. We are, because we believe in ourselves and we have faith in Allah, and we know not on our time, but on His, everything is gonna work itself out. It always does. And we don't have to have all the answers. We have a lot of knowledge, but we don't have to have all the answers. We learn them and we understand them as we go on our journey. We know everybody's not on the same one. That's fine, that's good. Eventually, you will come to it. But for right now, we understand that everybody is not on the same path as us. It ain't our job to judge or condemn nobody. That ain't our job. But just to keep it real and be honest and let y'all know that is our job. And now that we are on a different path and another level, in our life, it is our responsibility and our duty to be a leader. So we're focused on bigger and better things, and we have bigger and better things coming with our podcast as well. So we're going to be keeping y'all filled in on that. So don't miss it. But we are on another path and another level of doing bigger and better things. We're not in competition, none of that. We wish everybody the best, but we're not in competition. We know we're going to get there. And even with any changes that's to come or anything that's gonna come up, surprise or whatever, however you want to put it, we'll be ready for it, as much as possible. And we're gonna keep having faith, and as long as we have breath in our body, we're gonna keep doing what we love to do, what we're allowed to do. And even if we never, be famous or whatever, which that's not our goal, but even if we never become a billionaire, we love doing what we do. We finally love ourselves, and it's the growth that we've seen like in the past 2 years with us. It's been beautiful. We are definitely proud of ourselves. It's been a hard road, but we were determined that we would not turning back, we were not going back, and we still are. And we're gonna keep it moving and keep going and elevate to even bigger and better things. And we have no idea what that may be. But we know that no matter what, we will be along for the ride, y'all. So we definitely would like for y'all to come with us. So, with all that being said, we have come to the end of another episode of the Queen Candy Podcast on another edition of our Sunday Positivity Talk. Y'all can check us out this and every Sunday live at 8:30 a.m. Y'all can follow us on all our platforms, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and of course our YouTube channel under the Queen Candy Podcast. And yeah, that's it. We have some big things going on with the Queen Candy Podcast as well. Uh, we'll give y'all a little tease. Basically, Our show is going to be available on bigger platforms. So we're in the process of getting all that approved and accepted. It's going to take probably about a month and a half. We hoping it's sooner than that, but we know the time frame is going to be about a month and a half. So y'all will be able to actually subscribe to our show and check it out. We're not gonna give the platforms out yet until we get everything approved. So like we said, y'all keep coming to check us out this and every Sunday. We definitely gonna keep y'all updated. At this point, we're at the uploading process. We actually getting our content on, all the platforms that we're going to be featured on. And, this is going to be a very big move for the Queen Candy podcast. And also our show that we do with our husband every Thursday. That's Real Talk and Real Topics. That's at 8:30 p.m., which we're going to be changing that around as well because we will be working. But yes, y'all, we were excited about it. Very excited. It's going to be available on a few apps. Like we said, we're not going to get that out yet. Not yet. So y'all keep coming to check us out. Follow us because we definitely gonna be promoting that when it comes. So next few weeks we working on some bigger things. Like we said, it's been some changes, been some big, wonderful, beautiful things going on. So we definitely not complaining. We actually like staying busy. That's the crazy part. We actually do like staying busy because one of the things is it keeps us minding our business. So yeah, we ain't getting caught up in no drama, nothing like that, y'all. So with all that being said, we want to thank y'all for coming through to check out the Queen Candy podcast on our Sunday Positivity Talk. Once again, we're going to hit y'all with another track. We hope everyone stays safe. Y'all have a good week, and we will talk to y'all Thursday with our husband on Real Talk and Real Topics at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So we are going to go ahead and get out of here, y'all. Y'all be safe.